Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone podcast. My name is Kathy. We have been keeping you posted regarding the only verifiable civil action for money damages which has any relationship to the Idaho versus Kohberger criminal case, and that is the matter styled as Schofield versus Guillard. By way of brief background, this case has been pending in federal court in the United States District Court in Idaho since December 21st, 2022, when a complaint and a summons was issued in this matter, bringing a 2-count complaint for defamation against Ashley Guillard, who was and presumably still is an online personality and a psychic, who, according to the plaintiff in the complaint, had falsely publicly accused her of having culpability relative to the catastrophic events that happened at 1122 King Road, and also had publicly allegedly stated that she had a romantic relationship with one of the students. The defendant, Ms. Guillard, has been since the beginning representing herself, meaning she is pro se. So she is therefore both a party and also acting as representative for herself in this lawsuit. The plaintiff, conversely, has been represented by Wendy Olson and her law firm. That is a name that should be familiar to you if you have been following the Idaho versus Kohberger criminal case, because Ms. Olson had made several appearances in the district court case and also represented the media coalition in a matter before the Idaho Supreme Court seeking to get the non-dissemination, aka gag order, set aside back in 2023, and then reappeared again to successfully this time persuade Judge Hippler to set aside the gag order back in July of 2025. That is the same attorney who is representing Rebecca Schofield. The defense has been very active in this case. That is up to September 23rd, 2025. Since then, she has filed nothing in the case. She has missed what appears to be multiple deadlines that were set by the court with respect to the upcoming trial, which is scheduled to occur in Boise, Idaho, federal, not state court, in February. There were multiple pretrial deadlines, filing of witness lists, filing of exhibit lists, proposed jury instructions, proposed voir dire questions that the plaintiff did meet regarding these pretrial matters. The last time that the defense was heard from was on September 23rd, 2025, when she filed a reply to a response to her own motion that was to exclude expert testimony of 2 of the plaintiff's proposed experts for trial. The court has not yet ruled on that matter. The other matter was the motion in limine that Attorney Olson filed on behalf of Plaintiff Schofield back on October 13th, 2025. The response by the defense was due November 3rd, 2025. A review of the docket reveals that that deadline has also come and gone. So the rhetorical question that must be asked at this time is, has the defense abandoned this case? Will the defense appear at trial? We will continue to monitor this case. And as I've mentioned, this is the only verifiable case that has come out of the Idaho versus Kohberger case for damages. Yes, there was one proceeding that happened in the 2nd Judicial District before Judge Marshall concerning an injunction, but that was not for money damages. This case, Schofield versus Guillard, is for money damages, and there have been some reports circulating over the past few days that all 4 of the victims' families had gotten together and had filed a lawsuit against Washington State University associated with Idaho versus Kohberger. For what legal grounds? What claims? That has not been stated in these rumors that appear to be flying about. I had noted a story in mainstream media regarding this matter, and in my opinion, if this were true, if there was a lawsuit that was filed, someone would have come up with the complaint or the summons in the civil action. That has not appeared as of yet from my research. I will continue to, of course, monitor that situation, and if and when any such lawsuit is filed against Washington State University, we will, of course, advise you, and we will advise you of any other litigation that comes up other than Schofield versus Guillard. Until next time, this is Kathy. Thank you very much for joining us here today.